My name's Rob Nicholson. I produce music under the name of Stateline. Mostly it's tech house, and I've had releases under Microbias, B-Love and Transform Records. Well, I think my music background goes back probably to the late 80s, and house music was the new thing on the block. I'd get all excited about making some music. I'd hear something that would inspire me. I'd sit down, I'd start playing on the keyboards, playing with some drums, and a couple of hours would go by and I wouldn't have made anything. The times when I did actually get some ideas down, that was pretty much as far as it got, because I didn't know what to do with those ideas. I only had a short time each day. I was a stay-at-home dad when my daughter was younger, so when she took a nap, I'd have a 2-hour window to get something done. And that 2-hour window was wasted either setting everything up or just playing around with the kit. Pretty much, I think with the frustration, that would lead to me just losing interest in trying to make music. And then I'd realise I was missing the music and get back into it again, and things had moved on, so I'd buy some more software, whatever had come out in the meantime, and just end up in that loop. And that pretty much went on for many years. My New Year's resolution every year was to finish something, get some music released, and then it would get to the end of the year again and nothing had happened. I met Keith from searching online for some online training. I learned a lot from that course, but I think at the end of that, so it was still very much down to me making the time and pushing myself forward, which I'm not very good at doing. So I kind of went back into that loop of making something, but still not getting to the end of a track. A few years went by, 3 or 4 years, doing the same things, and that was around the time an email popped up from Keith saying there's some new plans afoot, and sure enough, FMM appeared and signed up for life, I guess. Well, it's kind of unbelievable that I've finished more than one track, so that in itself is rewarding, just seeing a folder with finished music. The improvement as well. Over the last couple of years, I can certainly see the difference from my early stuff to the current stuff. That and logging on to Beatport and seeing a line of releases certainly puts a smile on my face. To go from finishing nothing to consistently finishing music, I didn't expect it was going to be that easy a route, I guess. The thing that kind of keeps me on the straight and narrow of consistently making the music is partly its accountability from the community and the fact there are always conversations going on, and you don't want to drop out of any of that. It's nice to keep on being a part of it. The biggest things I've learned, first of all, share your music, because feedback's very important. It's a huge step towards getting the tracks polished and ready to release. Having a mentor who you can ask to put in their years of expertise and give a very focused answer on one issue that's really sticking is definitely a big help, and you're confident that it's a good answer from someone who knows what they're talking about. Without FMM, I'd still be where I was several years ago, getting frustrated, not finishing anything, and hoping, kind of wishing that something magical would happen and I'd wake up one morning and there's a finished track and that someone would sign it. It feels great, just finally being at that point. I feel like I've reached all of those older goals, and now I can come up with some new fresh goals which are bigger and better, and just keep moving ahead. I feel a cold wind blow.
shivers down my spine.